Hi there, it's Dr. Christina, naturopathic doctor. I work with the two greatest healers, which is nature and love. So everything I do, my total philosophy is going to have those two components weaved within them. Today, I want to talk about what blocks or there are obstacles that I see most in the clinic with people from getting well. So what is blocking them? Why do they not reach that goal? The first thing is, I think many people want an instant fix, even still. So they will talk badly about the pharmaceutical industry, the medical model that's out there, but all of those things kind of provide a quick fix, right? If you have a symptom, you take a medication, that symptom goes away. Even though it produces other symptoms, that particular symptom will go away. So if you're on blood pressure medication, it's because that medication is preventing that symptom of the blood pressure, but it's not really restoring your heart health. It's not really getting rid of plaque or making the heart muscle stronger, right? It's just a fix to that symptom. And so what I do here is I help you to restore your health, and that takes work, it takes effort, it takes self-love, and it takes working with nature. And nature isn't always speedy, right? Nature is just, it's beautiful, it's patient, it takes its time, it's restorative, and restorative takes time, right? Even our seasons, right? Or over the whole year. So we kind of sit with a season, summer, and then we anticipate fall coming. And so all of that takes time. When we plant a seed, we have to watch it grow, we have to water it. So there's a journey from a seed into a beautiful plant. And it's the same thing with health. It's a journey and it's a responsibility. It takes time, it takes effort, but it's a beautiful way to nourish your body and really nurture yourself. You have to make yourself a priority. You have to be important to yourself, or you will not be important to others. It all starts with how you treat yourself. So a block to wellness is wanting the instant fix. There isn't an instant fix. Even with beauty, people, Botox is a quick fix to get rid of the wrinkles, but the side effects of Botox or it's a neurotoxin. So therefore you are affecting your brain health. Also, by paralyzing muscles in the face, you're actually going to have less of an emotional response because the body is holistic. And when we have expressions that go with our emotions, they add to the impact of that emotion. So it's a mind-body connection. And so over time, by paralyzing muscles in the face, you actually become a little desynthesized with your emotions. There's research on this. I thought it was amazing when that came out because I'm like, wow, yes, there are no shortcuts in life without having side effects that are detrimental, and they're just not good for you. So the quick fix just doesn't exist, okay? And as humans, we want that quick fix. So the health and fitness industry will continue to appeal to that. They will continue to manipulate you to think you can get this result from this quick thing, and it just doesn't happen that way. I mean, to change your body, you have to put the time and the effort into the gym. You have to just have that routine. It has to be a regular part of your life. So that's number one, that's a big obstacle. The second obstacle is emotional blocks. So people will come in and they may have, let's just take high blood pressure, for example. Let's talk about that again. Blood pressure is pressure in the body. And a lot of times it is because there are long, deep-seated emotions that have not been dealt with that are building pressure in the body. They're often anger and resentment, just these deep-seated wounds that you can't seem to get past. That's not always the case, but I'm saying that is the case for some. Also, there's research around cancer, that cancer is really an emotional thing. There's an big emotional component to developing cancer. And so again, letting go of long-held resentments and hurts. A lot of times for women with the female cancers like breast cancer and cervical, uterine cancer, all these things, there's a lot of times a mother wound behind that, or there's some kind of, you have not received enough nurturing yourself and you're always nurturing, but then you don't receive. And so there's a wound there. There's a lot of deep stuff behind that, but I see it all the time. And you know, what I like to go by is my experience and what I see over and over and over again with people. So we can learn so much from books, and we can, you know, from school and things like that. But when you get into practice and you see the experience and you're able to compare the data, it's very powerful, and it becomes its own teacher. And I just love that. So each person, you know, they deep down know what really needs to be healed within them, and that keeps surfacing and it keeps coming up, and sometimes we can, you know, suppress it, and that's obstacle number 3, when we want to suppress our own healing. So when things become uncomfortable, we always want balance. That's how the body works. And so to balance maybe stress or anxiety, maybe we have, you know, a drink every night. We have that wine, and then it turns into 2, and then it turns into 3. And before you know it, we now have a new habit that's out of balance, from the balance we were seeking in the first place. So whatever we do to balance the body, we want it to be nurturing, we want it to be loving, and that's going to get us the best results. We want it to be something natural that works along with our natural chemistry, our natural human design, how we were made, and that's going to yield beautiful results. So again, number 1, the quick fix, that's an obstacle for our physical, for, you know, aesthetically, for our health. There are no quick fixes. There's no quick fix to taking good care of your skin and your hair and your nails and your body and all of the internal organs. It requires work and responsibility. It requires a good program and knowing the right things to do to nurture the body. And number 2 was having those emotional blocks. So the things we keep, number 3, pushing down, right? The suppression of the symptoms coming up. So we cannot suppress. It's going to always surface. It's going to create that emotional wound, and then we'll be looking for the quick fixes. So I hope this helps. I know it's a little all over the place, but there's so much to it. It's just so also interesting and fascinating to me, the way the body works, but the body knows best. It works with nature. If you allow it, it's always looking for that path. It's always looking for the natural route, what works best with the body. And as far as love goes, that's a high vibrational frequency, right? We want to get into the vibration of embodying that feeling, that emotion, that state of being love, because it's so healing to ourselves and to everyone we come into contact with. It's so much better than feeding ourselves with fear and anxiety that we see in the media, and we talk with other people and they're in fear and anxiety, and so then that gets us in fear and anxiety because we like to be connected. So we want to be where we are spreading love, and we're trying to elevate people, and we're trying to encourage them. That's going to bring about lasting health and well-being and balance in our lives. So I hope this encourages you, and maybe you can evaluate and see if you have any of these obstacles and how you can overcome them. And if you need more help, please reach out to me. My website is ivyvitality.com. That's ivyvitality.com. Or you can give me a call for a free consultation. My number is 985-242-0399. Have a great day.